Hey everybody, it's Jasmine. So I wanted to sit down today and do a little chit chat video with you guys discussing what I've learned as a influencer. Now, this word has been thrown at me a lot recently in class, in person, when I'm with my friends. So I kind of just wanted to sit down and discuss everything, financials, how I got started, and everything in between. I wanted to be quite honest with you guys because, as most of you guys know, I'm always going to be honest, and I will be the first to tell you that YouTube does not pay my bills. I consider YouTube more of a hobby as opposed to a job, because if I thought of YouTube as a job, it wouldn't motivate me to create the content that I am creating. I would have been clickbaiting all my video titles and thumbnails and doing all these extra things in order to get views, in order to increase that cash flow, but I'm not doing that. And I love just sitting down, doing my makeup, doing reviews, and doing all that because it's what makes me happy, and I love creating a community on my page. And that was my main motive, is to make everyone feel included. When I started my channel, feeling included was my #1 priority, because I was in high school when I started my channel, and I just did not have any friends who made me feel included. I always felt like the odd one out. So you'll see me comment on every single comment on my channel. You'll see me like your comment. And I just want you to feel like you have a spot where your voice is heard positively. Negative comments. I also have a whole other video on how I actually started my channel, how I edit, all that stuff. So if you do want to see a video that's more in depth on that, I will have it linked in the iCards above, so you guys can watch that after this. So I wanted to go ahead and answer some of your guys' questions that revolved around finances and how much money I make, pretty much all that nitty-gritty stuff that no one really talks about. The first question that I'm going to answer is how to become an affiliate and receive sponsorships. I didn't receive my first sponsorship until recently. The key difference between a sponsorship and being an affiliate are two completely different things. And I'm also going to add being on a PR list. That is a whole nother entity. So let's start off with being an affiliate. So I'm only going to speak upon my experiences. Now, as most of you guys know, I'm an affiliate for Juno & Co, ShopMissA, Sigma Beauty, Real Her, and I always pick and choose the brands that I want to be affiliated with. Now, when you start out and some of your videos start getting 100 views and all that stuff, you will start seeing some companies going into your emails and saying, hey, we want to send you lashes, we're going to give you a discount code, and do you want to be an affiliate? Now, affiliate payments are very, very low. So if I'm talking about ShopMissA or Juno & Co or Sigma Beauty, it's really hard to get a payment because essentially what they give you is either a code or a link. And anyone who shops via your link or code, you will get a commission. So whether that be 7% or 10% or 15%, it all varies between the brands. So essentially, when you are an affiliate for a brand, you are marketing their brand for that commission. And it's really hard to get a large paycheck. Like, it's really, really hard. Juno & Co, for example, because that was like the recent payment that I got, they pay me monthly based on if I do make a commission, and they pay me 10% of the purchase that you guys make. So the last payment that I got was $5. So that meant people who used my code spent $50, and I got 5 of the 50 that you guys spent. So it's hard because you are trying to actively work, actively promote, but you also don't want to shove it down people's throats. So that's why you always see me talking about the affiliate link and code at the end of the video, because I just don't want you guys to feel like you're suffocated with me saying, oh, use my code, use my link. Even though it does help me, I don't ever want to force you guys to do it. Now, the key difference between being an affiliate and being sponsored is that the company will send you a product. Let's pick up a palette. This is the palette that I have on my eyes. So this is the Dominique Cosmetics palette. So say they were to sponsor my video, they would send me the palette. Thank you so much. And then you have the option of taking the sponsorship right out the gate or testing out the product and then doing a sponsored post or video or whatever you guys agree upon. Usually there's contracts that you need to sign. Usually there's like a certain date you want to publish. Usually, you know, there's certain guidelines that you should talk about in the videos, but more or less you actually get a lot of freedom when it comes to your content. I don't know, one of my glasses videos, for example, the most recent one that I did by Zilul, they gave me all of the creative space. Like they literally told me, you know what, you could do everything with the video, you know, just include the names, you know, all that stuff, right? So I did it, I had fun with it, and it turned out to be a great video, great informative video, and I loved, you know, being sponsored by them. But when you are being sponsored by a company, they usually ask you for your rate. And since that was my very first sponsored video, my rate was actually really small, but that's okay. You live and you learn. So the higher your subscriber count or view count is, the higher you can charge a company. And you know, that's just how the dice is rolled. You get to pick your prices, but the company does have a right to accept or decline it. So you do get a payment, you do have to sign a contract, all that stuff, legality stuff. And that's pretty much the key difference. Now let's talk about getting on a PR list. That is hard. So I have been very lucky to where I have never asked a company to send me anything. Usually all the things that usually get sent to me, they email me first, ask if it's okay to send me stuff, and then they'll ask me for an address to send the products to. So the companies I feel like look for if you are consistent, if you are honest, if you are going to represent the brand well, and if you know you fit into the guidelines, I should say. I don't know how they specifically pinpoint people, but that's what I'm guessing, because some people, you know, if they fit that criteria of how the brand should be represented, then they'll be on the list. There isn't a company who sends me every launch. So I have gotten a lot of PR from CoverGirl, but they don't send me everything that they launch, which, I mean, I'm appreciative of everything that they send me, but it's an example that, you know, if you do have a smaller subscriber count or following, you will be lower on the tier. So I actually used to be on the NYX PR list way back in the day. That was crazy. I only got 2 packages from them, and then I never heard from them since. And when I emailed them like, hey, am I on the PR? The only response they gave me was, oh, we prioritize the influencers with millions of subscribers because they're able to promote, they're able to market that product to a larger audience than someone like me who has 45,000. So keep that in mind. There's no trick that I use to get PR. Usually I just wait for an email, and that's just how the game is played. I got a question that says, is the money, fame, and free stuff really worth it? Okay, let's answer all those questions individually. Money. YouTube pays me less than $200 per month for my videos. And that is not enough to be making a living, again, per month. Even though I have 45,000 subscribers, not all my videos even reach or surpass the 1,000 view mark. It is really, really hard, because if your viewers are not commenting, if they're not liking, if they're not interacting with your videos, you will soon get kicked off of the subscription box. Your notifications will stop showing and you will just disappear from the internet. It's actually really, really hard. So the fame, the money, that's not really my priority. My priority is more so to just be a positive influence in the beauty community, because I know it's a toxic place and everyone talks about it. But I just want to make sure, like I said in the beginning of this video, that you guys have a place, that you guys have a area where you guys can be yourselves, where you guys can have your voice be heard, and I just want that to be a main priority on my channel, and that's why I continue making the videos. It's not about the money, it's not about the fame. And also the free stuff, okay? It is an incentive, I would say, to my hard work because, you know, makeup isn't cheap. It's not cheap to obtain. So I'm very appreciative when I do get the free items, you know, that I can just review and use. And it's just a nice thing to have because sometimes you feel very discouraged when your views are very low and, you know, you work so hard on this video and all of a sudden no one's watching it. It's really disheartening. And then one day, you know, you get a package in the mail from a company and you're just like, wow, I worked hard for this. It kind of just makes you feel a little bit better about yourself. But then again, I don't get a lot of packages, so when they do come, I'm just like, wow, it's amazing. So, you know, that's just how my life is. Of course, somebody else might feel differently. I know some people get a lot more money from YouTube. It's really just dependent on how many people are watching your videos and those ads, that ad revenue. Yeah. Now let's take a step away from the finances of YouTube and let's go into something a little bit more different. So I always get asked in the comments section if I host giveaways. And I know a lot of other people probably get asked this as well. And to me, it's almost like, I don't want to sound rude, but it's almost like a slap in the face because remember, once the cameras are off, I'm at school, I'm at work, I'm doing my 2 jobs, I'm going, you know, to get my degree, and sometimes doing giveaways are very costly and I am in no way obligated to even host them in the first place, but I do, especially when I reach milestones like every 5,000. I love to just host giveaways because I want to share the celebration with you guys. And when someone asks me for a giveaway, it's kind of like, is that all you see me for? Free stuff? You know, that's how I see things at least. And I know if you guys are in my shoes, I feel like most of you guys would see that, you know, in the same way. It would also be really kind if you guys didn't ask me for it because sometimes it kind of gives me the wrong connotation that you guys aren't really here for my videos. You guys are just here for the giveaways. And I think right now we are so spoiled with these larger companies, with these influencers who have millions of followers, who are able to do these international giveaways, who are able to do them weekly and daily. And it is just, we are so spoiled now. It's just crazy. I don't know if anyone ever talks about this on YouTube, but I feel like on my journey, I feel like I get a lot of people who, you know, will win giveaways or I'll DM them and I'll try to initiate a conversation. And I feel like this is most prevalent in giveaway winners. I'll DM them and I'll say, hey, just letting you know that you won my giveaway. I just want to confirm this. And then once they confirm, I'm like, great, I'm gonna send you your package tomorrow. I'm super excited for you. And then I try and get to know the person. I put myself on the internet, so thousands of you guys know who I am, but I only know like a handful of you guys because you guys will DM me, you guys will talk to me, you guys will interact with me. So I feel like I know some people way more than others. So if I haven't ever talked to you, I would love to get to know you, and that's just how I am. People would win the giveaway and I'd be like, congratulations, I'm super excited. And they would say, cool, thanks. And then I would try and initiate conversation by saying, how was your day? And then they would say, good. They wouldn't like reciprocate, like it wouldn't be a conversation. I think I've had about 5 people do this to me where the conversations were just very cut short. They don't want to talk to me and they just want their gift. They just want their giveaway. That's all they want. And I can't do anything about it. So I just send them the giveaway. Another thing that YouTubers never really tell you about, but I know you guys see it, every time you upload a new video, someone always clicks your video and dislikes it. They don't unsubscribe, no. They click your video, dislike it, and then get out. And I don't understand that mindset, because I always say, if you don't like my things, if you don't like what I'm talking about, you don't even have to watch it. I don't even tell you guys to watch my videos. You know, it's great that you do. I love it when you guys do, but I'm not whispering in your ear, and I'm not saying, watch my video, all 49 minutes and 32 seconds of it. No, I'm not telling you to do that. So if you don't like my content, or anyone's content really, we're in the world of the internet, and there are so many other people that might be your cup of tea and that you might really, really like. And I know I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea. That's just how it is. I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, let me tell you. You know, when you are starting out YouTube and you know, you get those dislikes, you feel, I remember I used to feel like I was always attacked. I was like, oh my God, they really hate me. But I assure you, you know, you do grow thicker skin when you do film YouTube videos and you've been uploading for nearly 5 years. You get that thick skin, and you know, there are some days where some words hurt more than others. There are some days where you just can't help but being human, but being vulnerable, and that's just how it is. And I feel like, since I'm on that topic, so many people think that we aren't human. I think a lot of people sometimes forget, hey, this girl also works 2 jobs. Hey, this girl also goes to school. I have a heavy plate. And you know, most of the time, I never tell you guys what's going on in my real life, because it's not, I don't want to say it's not your business, but it's really not your business. You know what I mean? Like, there's no other way to say that. But there's so many things that I don't tell you guys, and you guys only perceive me through what I put out on the internet. So, you know, maybe seeing these hauls or these tutorials or these really nice videos, you guys think, oh, she lives like that. YouTube must be her only job. And I feel like some people perceive me as someone who doesn't know what hard work is like, because I only film and edit, you know? So I do want to make a quick mention that everyone who posts videos on YouTube, it's not their life that they are putting out on the internet. Yes, some people do daily vlogs and this and that, but once cameras are off, you know, they have a life too. They have things that they gotta do. You don't know if someone has family issues that they're not telling on camera. You don't know if someone's going through an abusive relationship and they're just not telling it on camera. You just don't know. And that's why I'm such a huge believer in that words really do hurt. And that's why I always want to keep this platform as positive as possible, because I understand, like, I know the whole reason why I made my YouTube channel to begin with is because I want you guys to feel included. I want you guys to feel loved and welcomed. And it's really disheartening when you have a whole community that is just so toxic. There's just cancel culture and this and that and this and that. And, you know, you're trying to be like, hey, you know, I just want some peace up in this abyss, you know? So, that was just a very long explanation on why I feel like we should all be nicer on the internet. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here because I feel like this video is getting really, really long. If you do have any more questions that you do want me to answer, I will answer them back in the comment section below. Feel free to give me your dirtiest questions possible. I would love to answer it. And if you guys do want to see a part 2 of this, then please let me know as well. As always, I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Peace out, Girl Scouts.